catching the fire from the back.
Hey, CK.
What's good?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I have a question for you.
What's good?
Should marriage exist?
Does marriage exist?
Should marriage exist?
Yeah. Why not?
Tell me why.
Because I feel like everybody gonna find, a loved one at some point in life. I feel like not everybody, but a lot of people, or majority of the people with the right mindset, likes to, get married and, have a family and carry on.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't think marriage should exist, I'm kind of scared because how else would, it'd just be a whole bunch of people just making babies and just a whole bunch of these kids would be bastards.
But they're doing that now.
I mean, yeah, they're doing that now, but that's just some people. You can't really say should marriage exist because not everybody do that. It's a lot of people out here that's married and that parents are still together and, kids live all together and live happily. But it's a lot of people out here that just have kids with any female and they not married and, they just keep going about their life.
Do you believe marriage is being pushed? Or it's do what you want, have money, be who you want to be, have multiple people?
What do you mean by marriage being pushed?
Like, is that being illustrated? Is that being promoted? What's being promoted?
Well, marriage is really not being promoted in this generation. Nowadays, in this generation, all you see is females and men in this generation nowadays, males are not able to show what's the word for it? How to show their expression, to show how they feel towards the female, because in other words, that's simping or that's pussy, or you know what I mean. So now it's kind of harder for this generation to kind of lean towards marriage because, in the internet, social media, it just shows how don't trust this or don't fuck with this, or you know what I mean. So it's not really being pushed right now. It's really being pushed. What's being pushed is the single life or the don't love or that type of lifestyle.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting take.
You said what?
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's being pushed?
Not at all. No.
Why do you think that?
Well, psychologically in reading, the biggest thing is to conquer and divide. So if you can divide the united front, you can conquer most people with the toxic negativity or just the other world of world denomination.
True.
Because
I never really thought about it that way.
To separate people is to really conquer them. Because if you bring everybody together, most people be on the same page. And we see that with the election. There's two sides. Why is there two parties? We see that with the war and the agenda of gender. So if you can conquer...
the two genders. Oh, that shit low-key smart. You low-key smart as fuck.
I just read.
I never really thought about that. Because, that is kind of true. Because, why would there be two political parties? Why would there be two genders? Why would there be all these,
even more free will to create what you want, be what you want, say what you want. So if you divide people and separate them, they'll never come together. So we'll all be on separate ends with own separate minds and thoughts.
Well, that's how the world. Well, that's how the world's work. That's how the world becomes. How it works.
Right,
because
but it also has divided us and has created chaos.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about? My question to you is, how do you feel about this election stuff and all this political stuff going on right now?
It's a big question. I think Trump is doing the best he can when looking at both candidates of Kamala versus him. I'm not sure what Kamala would have done, honestly. Everything was...
Yeah, and it kind of... Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and that's kind of how I look at it. And I'm most definitely not. I'm like my family like Democrat, but as I say to my own family, I much rather have Trump. I do not respect Trump at all as himself, as like his humor, because he's an outspokenly racist guy. I mean, I understand that, but when it comes down to running a country,
in the agenda.
you know, I'm sorry, but I'd rather much have Trump running my country than Kamala Harris do, because if we start war right now today, and with Kamala Harris in office, we're killed. I want everybody to know that we're dead, bro.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like Trump,
I don't know what she would have said to Putin, Zelensky. I don't know. I think she had been over there giggling on wine, and everything's a comedy show. She doesn't answer questions. I watched her whole debate. I watched her whole campaign. I felt like she made a mockery of black people. She made a mockery of black hip hop celebrities to fund her campaign. I don't think that the agenda should have been focused on making marijuana, legal. I don't think.
you don't think marijuana should be legal?
I don't think that should have been a part of the agenda. We have bigger things to work on versus marijuana.
But do you feel like going back to segregation is a thing though? Because like what I'm hearing,
is segregation a
Trump
thing
is trying to
now?
divide them.
But what is he dividing?
He's trying to get so the whole saying of "Make America Great Again" is going back to segregation and stuff like that. That's why, like all the flags and everything. What Trump means by "Make America Great Again" is literally getting all of us back to where we came from. It's just literally being whites, like from what it was before.
I think that's kind of taken out of context, because you can say the same thing about Kamala. She wanted an LGBT community world. She wanted a world of free spirit, spiritual, do as you please. And where has that got us? So I think some things with mass media depend on what you look at, what you read. I'm mostly finding my stuff factual on Twitter, not CNN that's bought out, not ABC that's bought out, not these television shows that are only showing and displaying one party. But the Make America Great Again, I think it's just out of context on both people and both parties. However, I do believe he was the best person that we would have had. Let's see that all play. But again, let's really think. Do you really think we're gonna go back to slavery? Like, come on. It'll be anarchy around here. It will be dystopia. It won't exist. We would kill each other before that even happens.
Yeah, it would go into straight chaos. But Trump did say though, he did say that he wants to die in office. So by him saying that, I started thinking to myself as if he's saying that he's not going to leave the office when it's his 4 years up, because this is Trump's last year being able to run, and from my understanding and from what I done read up on, Trump don't want to leave office. So
that's not logically true. We're gonna have to still vote him in again for the next term. So I think sometimes
he's not able to be voted in anymore.
Oh, is he not? When was that being said?
Hasn't he went like 4 years? Ain't it only 4 years?
Yeah, you get 4 years, and then the next if he's gonna run the next presidential era, we're gonna have to vote him in if they want him in again, or it's gonna be somebody else. But that doesn't mean that logically he's going to die in office. They already tried to assassinate him 3 times. So I just think a lot of verbiage of what's being produced on media and what he says, and what Kamala says, Obama says, Biden says, is just being taken out of context. Let's focus on what's really happening. He put in 200 executive orders. He's already talking to Putin. He's already talking to Zelensky. He's already putting a border up and doing ISIS and deporting the illegals. We don't need more of that. So I think let's look at the good things that are happening versus like, oh, well, he said this and he did
it's hard to do that.
We're teeter-totting around.
But it's hard to do that when you're looking at it, when you're seeing all that what he's doing, like bringing the ISIS and, building the wall, sending all the illegals back over to where they came from. It's hard to put that in the back and find the good in him when stuff is just being corrupted. Because why do you want to send these people back for what? What are they doing?
You haven't seen what the illegals are doing?
Well, like the cartels and all that?
They are robbing people. They are raping women. They are killing people. Our tax-paying dollars are feeding their income.
Listen. You can't put all that on the illegals. White
No,
man killed,
but that's
white man raped,
exactly.
black man
But do you
killed.
believe illegals should be here without citizenship?
But they've been here all their life, so
That's
therefore,
a yes or no. Should they be here?
I mean, they shouldn't. I mean, because they're illegal.
And tax dollars? Do you want to work the rest of your life for them to come over here and get free health care, $20,000 on EBT, shacking up in homes and having home developments for them? I don't think that's fair for American citizens that have to pay tax dollars.
Are you a Trump supporter?
I am not. But he's the best candidate that we had. So we're debating on that.
You're most definitely right. You're most definitely right. When
like I don't think illegals should come over here for free and corrupt.
I don't think they should come over here for free, but I don't think you should. But it's a lot of us that's illegal too, right? Not just Hispanics, and like it's a lot of us over here too.
It's a lot of everybody. I don't think no one should come over here for free. I don't think our paying tax dollars should fund their life. What are we getting out of that? Nothing.
You see, I don't really know much about like the tax dollars and all. I know like what taxes is and stuff like that, but I can't really say too much about the tax dollars because I don't really know how that stuff work yet. Which be like just turning 18 and stuff like that. So like I don't really know that part. But I can understand what you're saying is if I was, working all these years, having a little family and then seeing them come over and just being able to take all that, my hard work and being able to be here for free and be able to live here for free. I understand that, but at the same time, we're just corrupted as one. Like, we're already corrupted.
But remember, we've been corrupted. Trump didn't start corruption.
Trump didn't start corruption at all.
Beyond mankind, beyond biblical time, it's always been corrupted. The world has been brought on greed of money and destruction and chaos, and to conquer, to divide. So just because now it's being like, okay, it's in Trump's hands, what happened when it was in Biden's hands? COVID happened. That shut the world down. We're repaying that now.
Well, COVID was it that was made to get a lot of it was it was overpopulated, and COVID came about that wasn't just a regular disease or regular, you know what I mean? That was made. We made it in-house to kill off what? To kill off. It was too many people on the you know what I mean?
The goal was to kill the poverty of people that cannot afford health care, people that cannot afford, like celebrities. They got COVID and what? They were, next thing you know, they were great. They were great again. They lived. But the source of that was really to vaccinate people, to create their minds to have more illness and to die off, but also to kill off the poverty. Because the government sees it as, why do we need to keep funding the poverty in EBT, Section 8, the list goes on. They don't need to be here no more. And so if you was one of the people that got it, either it was two things that was the aim for you not to be here, and that was made in-house at the CDC.
Exactly. So, and that...
But again...
people forget about monkeypox.
Right, but again, economically, what did that do for us? We're repaying that back. But we're repaying it back now in Trump's presidential era. So it looks like Biden was just an angel. What was he doing as well?
That nigga, I'll put him on the lowest of the lowest. I do not fuck with him at all. He's too old to do anything for a country at all whatsoever.
And what about
Like, I
Obama?
don't even.
And what about Obama's era?
His wife was fucking horrible. I can't stand her. She made foods for. She made the schoolhouses horrible. I can't stand her neither. Like
We
she
had
tried to bring.
war in Obama's era. We had more tax dollars being sent to Ukraine and Russia. He signed off on same-sex marriage. He created
Obama,
more.
I heard. Well, so wait, what do you mean by what is Section 8?
Section 8 is for low-income poverty people that cannot afford housing. So there will be, like, say they have, I mean, it can really be anybody in any race, but the government will fund their housing. They'll get it at a discounted rate. So there's Section 8 developments around town or wherever you live, and the government will fund that and also give them a discount, just like EBT. These people cannot afford food on their own, but they'll get a card with money on it to fund their food source.
So you don't think that should be? You don't think that should happen?
No, it should. But the government's trying to get rid of that, is what I'm saying. The government doesn't want to fund that because it's more tax dollars being spent. We're already at $1 trillion in debt. It's not in my.
Take that away?
No, not at all. I think he's trying to get those people to get jobs, get off their ass, work. I think, for people just to be having children and then sitting around waiting for their tax return and not doing nothing about it. I think he's trying to work on that because, again, where is that funding coming from? It's coming from our tax dollars. So how can we be in $1 trillion in debt but then expect the world to get better when we're sending $100 million to Ukraine, we're sending $100 million to FEMA, we're sending $100 million to LA fires? That's still collecting.
Well, why are we sending that money to Ukraine? Like, why are we sending that money to other places, other countries, if we're already in debt with $1 trillion? Like, that shit doesn't make any sense.
Speaking of the American GDP, we do have higher power in what we have for the United Front. But we also want to keep good correlation and friendship with these other countries because we're going to need them if something goes bad. Like, again, we were against China, and then Trump talked to Kim Jong.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But it's about building friendship as well, because if things do go downhill, we will need them at the end of it. And they help us, we help them. It's a back and forth.
So does Putin and Trump like each other?
They might not like, but they're working together. I don't care if they like each other as long as they're working together.
All I'm saying is, by far,
I mean, it's like, is he gonna like Kamala? Who cares if he likes her? Is he gonna work with her? Probably not. But is he gonna stand toe to toe with Trump? That's gonna look him in the eye and be like, "Hey, this is not happening. This is what we need. Is that what you need? Okay, let's make a deal." But
I never really understood war. Like, why does China want to go to war with us?
I mean, a lot of it deals with its economics. I mean, China's GDP now, I believe are they number one?
What does GDP stand for?
Gross domestic production. So basically, how much a country can make in revenue. How rich the United States is. How rich is China? How rich is Russia?
Oh, so they're fighting for. I get what you're saying now. Okay.
World denomination.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a deep dive. I just try to break it up real quick for you, but it's more than what we can even imagine, and that's why the beginning of my question, should marriage exist, because we now seeing it being, not promoted, not illustrated. It's not a thing like it was back in the 90s, 80s, 70s. We now see, you make money, make as much as you want, and do whatever you want, and be whatever you want. And now polygamy is now being the thing. Have multiple people, date multiple people, date around, have a rotation. And so if that's not being produced on social media, that is another divide for people, humanity, and also just the United Front. The United Front is a household. You can't have a household if marriage is not being the number one denominator for commitment versus people just being single and just dating, and then dating just having children, and children just having stepdad and stepmom and being in separate households. You'll lose a divide with that.
I see what you're saying now. I mean, but like you said from the start, we're already corrupted. Yes. We're already lost. We're too far gone to try to
turn back.
Turn back, or to try to push something, try to keep going with something, because it's just too much going on.
And it's not even marriage. I mean, we have just more things going on besides that: crime, violence, the agenda of just life, this free spirit era that we're in. That's what I call it, the free spirit era. People just doing whatever at their free will, and free will has created chaos. It hasn't really done good.
How do we stop? How do we lower and stop our crime rates and stuff like that? See, like, they don't say taking guns away, because that's what they're going to get making.
No, life would just have to, I think, again, economics. Life would just have to be magically good for that to stop happening. Because again, most why people murder or create crime is to gain something. They really don't do it for no reason. No one just wakes up and says, let me shoot a school up. Most times it's for revenge, or for a agenda, or an illness. That's a whole nother ball game of illness. I could talk about that all day. But
no, actually though, that's no. Our economy has a lot of stuff going on, but illness is kind of taking over, because all these grown men killing these like elementary school shootings and all that stuff. That's like, you have to be some type of ill, bro. Like,
I definitely believe we need more psychiatric checking done. We need testing done.
Yes.
We need, if you go to school, I don't care what school you go to, you need to be tested, because to wake up and think it's okay to, you have teachers having sex with children, touching them. You have
that's an illness. Like, like, you have to be ill.
And where does that come from? What is going on? What are people seeing to do that? What are people listening to do that? What is making people do that? I don't believe that a child is born and they already know they're gay. I don't believe that. I don't believe a baby was gay in the womb. I don't believe a baby was born to be a murderer in the womb. I don't believe that. So things are happening in people's childhoods and just growing up and developing that are causing them to see things, react to things, and go crazy. But why is that? Most things that we're seeing online is what? Negative. It's nothing positive being produced. It's nothing good being seen. Today, there's another airplane crash. Who knows? The next pilot might just do it. Who knows? Somebody in the airplane sitting down on the plane riding might just say, hey, let me take everybody out, just for the F of it. So I think as well, the mental illness is just going downhill too. I don't know if it's in the food. I don't know if it's in what we're drinking. I don't know.
Not what we drinking. It's what they're drinking. know. It's just a lot. I'm like,
And
my
when you
generation.
and when you really take a step back and just sit and look and listen and read, you're like, wow, we are doomed. We're doomed.
Yeah, we're good. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I actually just live life day by day because, like, I'm just waiting. Like, and stuff is getting so crazy that you have people questioning, like, is God coming back? You have people questioning everything. Like, it's just like,
or is God real? Or is God a woman? Or
I never heard that before.
Well, that was being pushed in music.
Precious.
Hi, Ski.
What's up, Lexi? How you feeling?
Good. I have a question for you.
What's up?
Should marriage exist?
Yeah. I mean, like, people, like, they get old and they want to, experience the world with somebody. That's good for them.
Do you believe in marriage?
Yeah, I guess. I don't believe in what happens when people divorce. If they can switch that up. Yeah.
So what should happen with divorce? Should that be an option?
Nah, it should be an option, but instead of people, maybe women taking 50%, maybe it's like a 30% maximum or something like that.
Oh, okay. So you just want to change how much a person can take after.
Because people be taking their whole life, like, oh, I'm going to take 50% of what you got, I'm going to take your house and your car. Okay, but that don't make no fucking sense.
Is that just for women or both people?
Both people, both sides. Niggas do that same shit. Both ass niggas do that same shit. Fuck up.
Alright.
What you going to school, Lexi?
I graduated. Are you in school?
Nah, I dropped out, but I studied finance and shit, type shit.
Why you drop out?
Because COVID was going on and I went to school for football, but I was studying computer science and I ain't know no shit about that. I ain't know no shit about that.
So you dropped out because you didn't know, or you dropped out because it was COVID?
No, both, but because anything, I'm not trying to be a doctor or nothing, so anything I'm trying to learn, I can just learn online. I'm not going to pay you millions of dollars to figure out what I can just look up on Google type shit.
Okay. Is that working out for you?
Yeah, it's working out. I got a couple of sales jobs right now. I'm in finance. What you study?
Healthcare administration in a master's in business.
So basically, like, one in a hospital and like. Type shit.
But I don't run a hospital. I work actually in personal injury law.
Oh.
Motor vehicle accidents.
I just hurt my leg. You gonna help?
From a car?
Nah, at work.
Yeah, we're gonna get you workers' comp. We're gonna talk to the big boss who owns the company. We're gonna get you on FMLA. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you in a treatment. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to treatment. We're not faking it.
Okay, I like your voice though.
Thank you, Ski.
Let me ask you real quick.
Okay.
Sure
well, I gotta get to my other angels, okay? So I hope you have a great day.
Other angels? What other angels? What you talking about?
All my other angels on here. I gotta talk to them.
That's your exit plan? I'm gonna use some angels. I'm gonna talk about some angels on the hangout.
Well, what's on your mind? You are at work.
You're on my mind. I'm just saying.
Oh. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Lexi.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Should marriage exist?
Depends.
Do you want to get married?
Sure.
So why you say depends?
Well, it depends on if the person really wants to.
Well, you hope that they do. Do you think marriage is being promoted in today's society?
I feel like in religious context, yes, for sexual purposes.
Okay. I don't think it's being promoted.
You know?
Mm-mm. Who's promoting that?
I don't know. What?
Huh?
I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's about being free spirit, do what you want, get the bag, do as you please, have multiple women, have multiple men. Polygamy.
yeah. How old are you?
I'm grown.
How old is that?
Up here. I don't know why nobody reads. I guess
You're
they think.
27?
I guess they think that's fake. Yeah.
You're 20? Okay.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
Says 21, but I think about 25.
Alright. I turned 26 in April, though.
Why you don't change it?
Well, I'm not 26 yet.
Well, no, it says 21.
Oh, well, I was only able to put it one time.
Oh, it doesn't change after like a year? It don't change like the birthday?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Hmm. Is this a dating app?
It can be, I guess.
Have you found anybody on here?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Have you?
you searching?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not searching. There's no good candidates. Everyone's cussing, racist, saying the most craziest things, talking reckless. It's not. I don't think this is the right site.
What about me? Do you think I'm a good candidate?
I'm older, so I would like older, and I like to meet a person in person, not on an app. I think an app is just kind of. It could be a little cringe. It could be a little fake. It could be a little persod.
I guess. I have a question. Would you pop a titty?
Would I do what?
Would you pop a titty? No.
But there's plenty that will. Plenty.
Haven't found.
You gotta keep looking.
I guess.
Good luck.
So you would help me out?
What's that gonna do?
Help me.
Yeah, but don't you got like another phone? You can go look at that. You can go search that up.
Well, it's better to have someone, you know.
OnlyFans or something. What you guys are on.
Well, it's better to, have someone.
Yeah, but there's plenty that would do that. I'm fully cloth. I don't know why you think I would do that.
Would you just sit there and let me jerk off?
No. I think you would need help, honestly, to get on an app and do that. You need help. So, I'm going to pray for you. Because everybody needs prayer. Okay, Brian.
Yo.
Hi, how are you?
Is that your normal voice? Can you talk to me with your normal voice?
This is my normal voice. I have a question for you.
That's your normal voice? I like that. I like that. Yes, what's your question?
Should marriage exist?
Me, myself, I don't agree with marriage. But, that's a personal opinion. I don't think that should mean marriage shouldn't exist. 'Cause I feel like it should, and it's balanced. But me, myself, I don't.
And why is that?
I just don't think a person should be, unless they really want it, should be held to one person. And that goes for both people. It goes for both people. To be held for one person for many years because of a title. You know what I'm saying?
So you will never get married? That's not in your plan?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like I would wait for the right time.
Okay.
I would wait for the right time. That's my
Hi, how are you?
Damn, why is your skin glowing right now, bro?
Because I'm healthy. I don't need makeup.
But I bet you don't have no money in your cash app.
No, I have it in a bank.
You have it in the bank? Well, how much you got? Show me how much you got.
Do you just
How much you
scam all day?
Bro, show me some money. Stop talking. Just show me $20. Show me $20.
I'm not on here to show my money like you. You gotta be humble to obtain more.
You gotta be humble? Why?
Because you'll always get more humbly.
I wanna go band for band with you people. Show me some money.
No, but I have a question for you though.
Okay, what is your question?
Do you think marriage should exist?
Marriage?
Yes, no?
Mm,
Do you believe in marriage?
I don't know. I really don't think about marriage.
Do you ever want to get married one day?
I don't think about stuff like that. I'm kind of weirded out now. I don't know.
Because I'm not talking money.
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask you a question right quick.
You can't even answer mine. You're getting older.
No,
You're growing up. Do you think marriage should exist, or you think people should just be dating? Do what you want. Do you have a love life?
Yeah, I did. That was 3 years ago. But I still think about her. I still love her.
Right. But would you ever want to marry her?
I'm gonna talk about this right now, bro. I'm talking about this. What are we talking about this for?
Because we're grown and we're having a grown adult conversation, which is not having to do with money or showing a band for band.
I don't know. This is making me uncomfortable.
So money makes you comfortable?
No.
I think so.
You're pretty.
Thank you. Okay, well, let me get to my other angels. I hope you have a blessed day.
Other angels?
Yeah, I gotta talk to my angels on here.
Wait, can I have your Instagram?
I don't even have Instagram. I don't have no Snapchat, no nothing.
So why I can't be the only
But you
angel?
can add me
I'm
on
confused.
here. Add me on here.
No, I'm not gonna.
Since you're on here.
You got Snap.
I don't.
So you're just angels, other angels. Why there's other ones? Why they can't just be me?
Because I'm on Monkey app and there's other ones to get to and talk and vent and express himself and ask for advice and deep thought conversations. That's what I do.
Damn it. Wait, can I have your phone number? Maybe we can talk about this.
No, I mean, look how you came at me at the beginning. I needed to show money to talk to you, prove myself. Your introduction was horrible. I mean,
It making me.
you gotta kind of think about that sometimes. Why would a woman
But wait,
send her number to a man that said, "Hey, show me your money.
No.
You're broke. You this. I'll never be broke with God."
Yeah, you're right. Okay, but look.
No, you gotta restart the brain process when talking to a grown woman.
The only reason why I wanted it because I wanted to talk about this later.
No, you wanted to talk about money.
Okay, never mind.
Hiya. Hi, Hendrix.
Hello, Lexi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I got a question for you.
What's your question?
Should marriage exist?
Well, these days, no.
Can you elaborate?
I mean, like, marriage should exist, but like, I don't think they should. I don't think like, uh, if you divorce someone that you like, they entitled to have your money. I don't think that.
Okay. So you believe that people should just walk away free?
Yeah, yeah. Unless, well, yeah, I do believe that. You know, like, well, unless like they don't plan on getting married to someone else again. I mean, if you plan on getting married to someone else again, then no. But if you're like widowed, like, they should like, he should leave you something.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to get married one day?
I mean, I used to want to get married. I used to want to be like, be like a lover boy type shit. But these days, hell no, I ain't getting married. You know what? I probably would get married, but like, I probably like had like 4 wives type shit.
Oh, so you believe in polygamy?
Yeah.
Why do you believe in multiple wives instead of one?
Hey, cause I'm gonna keep each and every one of them on their toes, so they'll know. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple children, multiple legacies.
That too, yeah.
How much money do you think that's gonna take?
Oh, it's gonna take a lot. You gotta be rich for that.
Are you on your way? Are you gonna own the security company?
I'm gonna own a security company. I'm gonna own a trucking company. I'm gonna be a doctor at the same time. You feel me? I'm gonna do.
Oh, you in school?
All that. Yes.
Do you think that should be promoted? Polygamy?
No, because not everyone can do it. I mean, I can't do it right. I know that.
But later on, that's the goal.
Yeah, like if you like an Elon Musk, or like if you not Elon Musk, but if you like successful, yeah.
So if you're only successful, you should have multiple women.
Yeah, if you're making like
Why is money the ultimate decision maker? Being successful and having multiple women versus one.
Because money is like too much. That's power. You gotta have money.
Mm-hmm. So it's money and power over values and morals.
I mean, it's a good question. But like, of course, God comes first, and then.
But biblically speaking, God doesn't want multiple wives, multiple men.
In my religion, he does though.
What's your religion?
Muslim.
So you're going based off of your religion with having multiple. Does your family have multiple? Or would you be the first one?
Not my father, but my grandfather.
Oh, he did? How was that? Did you talk to... That's interesting. I hear a lot of that from the Muslim Islamic community. But when I ask them, like, well, how was that as a family? None of them can kind of explain. They're like, oh, well, you know, I didn't talk to that person, or I didn't know who the women were, or, you know.
I mean, you know, like, what I want to do, like if I become successful, I want to, like, you know, like those, like, little neighborhoods that like, it's like a cul-de-sac. I want to own a cul-de-sac, like 5 houses in a cul-de-sac. I'm trying to, like,
Wow.
put each of my wives
You want a
Each-
big
each one.
family.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have a cul-de-sac and have each wife in each cul-de-sac. You know what I'm saying?
How many children you think total?
I'm gonna have like 20 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they all gonna take your last name,
Mm-hmm.
or it'll be different?
Yeah, they all take my last name and middle name. I let my wives choose the first name.
Okay. And then you would want your children to follow that same path, or no?
Of course.
So you want your son to have multiple wives as well?
I mean, that's up to him, though. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't.
But
This
would
is
you?
his choice.
But again, he's going to be raised in that type of environment, household. Would you encourage that? Would that be promoted? Because that's what they're going to grow up and see. So that's going to be some confusion. Like, dad had 5 wives, and
If he's successful, yeah, I'll promote that. If he was successful, of course.
but if he was broke,
Hell no.
not a wife, or just nothing.
Shit, not even a wife if you broke.
So money is the root to all decisions, huh? And power.
I mean, like 2025, yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, like this ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be trying to say, oh, marriage this, marriage that, but people don't realize that this ain't the same era that our grandparents lived in, and our great grandparents. You feel me? It's a whole other era, so you got to treat it accordingly. That's why a lot of people get fucked up, because like they treat this day and age like it was back then, like it was like how their grandparents were, and that's how they start getting hurt. That's how they start getting like, you know, emotionally scarred. So you just gotta treat it accordingly.
So in this era, it should be more free spirited. You think it should be more? It should be more abnormal decisions.
For dudes, yeah. I ain't gonna say that for women.
Well, why can't women do it? Why can't women have multiple husbands?
I mean, they can't. Why women can't? Oh, nah, that won't work because actually that would work if you're willing to take care and do the work. You feel me? If you want to get a bunch of broke dudes and take care of all of them.
No,
do that.
say the rich man want her, and she can have 3 of them.
Yeah, but typically when a guy gets like a bunch of wives that he wants to marry, they're not really like success, like wealthy wives. They typically kind of like they come from poor backgrounds. So that's it.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I hope you have a great day, Hendrix.
I hope you have a great day too, Lexi.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Tyrone.
How are you doing today, Lexi?
I'm doing good. I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Should marriage exist?
Personally, I think marriage should exist, but that's only if you want to like be involved in marriage. You know, if you don't want to be married, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be married, you know, go for it.
Do you want to be married?
Yeah, in the future, I'd like to be married. Yeah, you?
I am married.
Really?
So, do you think that's being promoted in social media?
No, I actually haven't seen anything about that. Wait, how long have you been married for?
5 years.
Really? Wow. Are you happy? Like on your decision?
I'm satisfied.
Oh, that's good for you, Lexi. Maybe one day I'll find a wife too. You know, what makes you ask that question to me though?
I'm a social therapist, so I ask very intriguing questions.
Wait, you're a therapist. I actually might need some therapy. If you could like maybe talk to me for a little bit.
What about?
So, I mean, a little bit about myself. My real name is Drew. I'm 20 years old. I live in Toronto. Well, it says Montreal. I don't know why, but I'm from Toronto. You know, Like sometimes I just feel like there's this big cloud that comes around me everywhere as I go. Like there's this big cloud, and it always follows me around. Just like everything, nothing goes my way in life. Like, you know, just nothing goes my way. I find, you know, I'm not happy. You know.
You're not happy.
No, I'm not. And I just want to, like, you know, be happy so I can explore the world more. You know.
So what are you currently doing now? Are you in school?
I'm an entrepreneur. I actually dropped out of college this year, and I started my own snow removal business.
Okay. So that must be going your way.
Yeah, I'd say that's the only thing that's going my way, but I don't know. It's just like I don't even know how to explain it off the top of my head. Like, are you just like ever not happy with yourself?
I wouldn't say not happy. I would say sometimes complacent. But
Can you elaborate on what that means more?
Complacent meaning that sometimes you could feel stuck. Sometimes you could feel
yeah,
like
I feel like that's where I am in life right
moving.
now. I'm just stuck. Yeah, nothing's moving. You know, life's still going on, time's still going by, but I feel like I'm not improving. You know.
In what ways do you want to improve? What sectors?
You know, I'd like to, you know, better myself mainly. Because I find if I better myself, then I'll be more happier with myself, which will make me more happy in life, you know.
So just your own, like, wellness.
Yes. I'd like to, you know, make myself, like, you know, like, be more myself. I feel like I've lost myself over the last years.
In what ways?
You know?
Like...
I'm just lost. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, you know.
Well, you say you're running the business.
Yeah, but that's not going to be for everything. Like, you know, I have no education. Like, I need to get like, I'm not going to be able to get a nice job for the rest. I can't do this for the rest of my life, you know. I'm just panicking, you know.
But you dropped out for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go back?
No, I didn't like school. I didn't like what I was taking. You know, maybe I would go back, but I don't know if I could go back for what I did.
Okay, what about a trade?
That's what I did do, but I dropped out.
So you're an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hopefully have the snow business be successful. But what else do you want to do? What's your passion?
You know, I'm very big into content creation too. Like, I like making ads, you know, like promoting and stuff like that.
Marketing?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't go to school for marketing?
We don't actually have a program for marketing, so if I was going to do marketing, I'd have to do it by myself and start by myself. But I have no experience, you know what I mean?
What about online school?
Yeah, it could work. I'm just not sure where I'd go online, you know?
There's options. You just do some research.
Mm-hmm.
But also wellness. Like, do you not like yourself? Do you not look in the mirror and say, like, I'm him?
I wouldn't say that. I just feel like my life's just not like, you know, I need my life to be more entertaining, you know? And, like, I've been really having this problem with my stomach. Like, I've been trying to go to the doctor for it, but, like, my stomach is really messed up, too. Like, I don't know if I have a health problem or not, but, like, you know, personal stuff, but I do fart a lot and, like, use the washroom a lot. Like, it's very bad. Like, I have to use the bathroom, like, 10 times a day to, like, do number 2.
And that's normal.
That's normal to go 10 times?
Not 10 times, but to have a good bowel movement, it is. But you might have an ulcer. You might have an appendix.
What is that?
Ulcer is when your stomach is obstructing and you feel pain.
Yeah, that happens to me.
Could be.
It happens right here, like right on my side.
Yeah, that could be that or growing spasms. I mean, you're still growing.
Yeah, and like, what do I do also about like my relationship life? Like, you know, I've you know, I'm 20 years old and I've never really been in a real relationship. You know, like I haven't been able to find love.
That will come. There's no rush. There's no magic potion for that. But as long as you have family around you, friends. I mean, you said entertainment. So are you lonely?
Yeah, I'm very lonely. You know, I've been lonely for a while. You know. I'm just a lonely guy. You know, I'm doing my own thing. I'm always by myself. You know, my family's not all together. You know,
introverted though as well.
What?
You can be introverted as well.
What is that?
Like, I'm a mix of introverted and extroverted because I'm an only child. I love my solitude, don't get me wrong. But I also love being around people as well. So I have a mix of both.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I just don't know. Sometimes I feel lonely, you know?
Well, you gotta talk. You gotta go out. You gotta be social. You gotta...
But see, the thing is, I'm not a big social guy. Like, I'm not a guy that likes to go out partying and stuff. Like, I'm more of like, I need to get shit done. You know, I got a business. You know, I'm trying to make money. Like, I'm more focused on that than going out to party and meet new people at clubs and stuff, you know?
Well, it doesn't have to be a club. It can be a group. It could be friends getting together.
I don't really have friends, though.
You don't have no friends.
I do a little bit, but, you know, they're not all around here. You know, they're in school. Or while I'm not in school, you know, they're all progressing over me, you know? Like, I don't know.
Well, that would definitely have to be a self-improvement decision.
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of drugs, too, that I've been trying to stop.
Well, that's not healthy.
No.
We don't want you to die. We want you to, you know, get to the finish line.
I know, I just like them so much, and it's very hard. Like, you know, I'm a gambling addict. You know, I love my weed. You know, I have done cocaine. I just don't know what to do. Like,
why do you take those things?
You know, I grew up with a lot of people, you know, not a great, you know, I didn't grow up in the suburbs. So, like, I grew up around, like, a lot of bad influences, you know. So, like, everyone that I was friends with, like, you know, she was like, you know, I don't even know. They all did drugs. So I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm going to try it. And I did it, you know. Just felt like that.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You making up this story as you go?
No, I'm actually serious.
Mm.
You think I'm lying?
It's just your thoughts it's like you're thinking about what to say next.
Oh, it's just like sometimes, see, I've never been to a therapist, so like sometimes, and I don't talk to anyone about my feelings and whatnot, you know. As a man, I feel like, you know, we're more like, you know, we keep ourselves like stuff together, you know. We don't express our feelings, you know, so it's hard for me to express my feelings. You have to understand that and express like what's going on, you know. It's very hard.
Yeah, I know about 100 times.
Can you relate?
No, I can't relate. We all have different paths, but I can understand.
You can understand?
Mm-hmm. And so it's going to cause for self-improvement for sure. I don't know why you're on drugs. Is it an escapism?
It's an escape drug, yeah. You know, when I get high, I'm like, I love it. It's my favorite time of the day, you know?
And you can do that and run the business.
Yeah.
Well, usually if you keep doing that, you'll end up destroying the business.
I know. That's the thing. Like, you know, I have a business partner and, you know, I'm trying to get my life together, but it's really hard to make it to the next step, you know?
Well, you can go back to plan A. Market the business more. Are you making videos of the business? Are you producing videos of the content?
I'm the one who does all that because I like doing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But drugs is not going to help that. Drugs is going to take away of that financially.
Yeah, I know. It's really bad. It's really bad.
So do you want to end up losing that, losing yourself, and losing your livelihood?
No, I don't. It's like hard for me to talk about this stuff because, you know, I never normally talk to people about this stuff, you know, and you're a random person. So, I mean, I heard you are a therapist, but I'm trying my hardest here, you know?
Well, you have to be open-minded.
I know. I feel like I'm not open-minded about myself.
Well, why are you so stuck? Did someone tell you you're not going to be great? Did someone put you down?
Yeah. You know, I got a lot of haters since I've dropped out of high school. Not high school, sorry, college, you know. I have a lot of people that are, you know, I got a lot of pressure on me, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to make it or not.
Pressure can be good, though.
But sometimes I have too many opinions, you know, being thrown at me. I have too many opinions being thrown at me, you know what I mean? too many people telling me different things, and it's not their life. So then I take their advice, and it just doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like, has that ever happened to you?
No, peer pressure? No.
I wouldn't call it peer pressure, though. It's just, like, real, like, you know, I'm not talking about random people. I'm talking about my family, you know?
So your family puts you down. Your family puts negativity in your ear. Your family doesn't support?
I wouldn't say they put negativity and put me down, but I guess they don't support my decisions, you know?
Well, you just have to prove that you made the best decision for yourself, and also you're going to continue making good decisions, but that doesn't equal to taking drugs. That doesn't equal to isolating yourself.
I know. I'm lost, you know? I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
Well, you are your greatest power. So it's mind over matter. If you believe those things, you'll become those things. So
do you know who David Goggins is?
I do. I heard of him.
Yeah. I like David Goggins. You know, he gives me good advice. I like watching his videos.
Well, then that can be an outlet. And keep using that outlet.
I know, it's just really hard, and I've been like, you know, the drugs are making me very angry sometimes. I feel like I put my anger out on people. You know, I got in a fight yesterday for no reason. I don't even remember. I just was told I got into a fight. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, I was just on drugs. Like, it's getting to the point where it's getting too bad. You know what I mean?
Do you think you need rehab?
Yeah.
Because if you're fighting,
I think I do.
Fighting will lead to violence. Do you want to be locked up at this young age?
No. I know.
But if you keep doing it, that'll be the next thing.
I know, just
I'm sure I don't want to see Drew on Beyond Scared Straight.
No, I don't. Like, I really don't want to be on that show.
Yeah.
It's really tricky, you know.
It's not tricky.
I've just had some bad things growing up.
It's just the power of the mind.
I know, just some bad things have happened to me when I was younger and stuff, so it's just, you know, it affects mentally.
But you can't let it. And you can't use those things as an excuse to keep...
But it haunts me. Like, it still haunts me to this day. It was 9 years old when this happened.
Have you forgave? Have you prayed?
No,
Have you forgiven?
I've tried. I've tried for God to forgive my sins. Like, I just feel like he doesn't, like, he hasn't proved it yet, you know?
Well, if he didn't prove it, you wouldn't have that business. You wouldn't have the outlet of having a business at this young age. So it could be the minor things that you're thinking that's not working, or God's not giving you a chance, but he is. But you have to take those small things and make them even bigger.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
You do?
All the way.
You think we could do a prayer together?
Sure.
Okay. Did you want to talk? I'm still learning on how to do it, but...
Learn how to pray?
Yeah, I'm newer into it, yes.
Okay. And you said Drew, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we do a prayer? Okay.
Sure. God, we come together for Drew. Please watch over him. Guide him into your path, into your faith. Guide him into your love and your belief for him. Allow him to open up his eyes, his ears, his tongue, his mind, the power of him, his self, his identity. Allow him to be great. Allow him to learn more, be able to become more, and to be better. Without you, God, we are nothing, but with you, we are everything. And you know our destiny, you know our plan, you know the door that needs to be opened to get us to the next step. Allow him to be his better self, become his better self, become a strong man in his identity. Allow him to see through the negativity, see through the problems, see through the darkness around him, because there will always be light. Allow him to know that there's more than anything in this world, and that you are his God, and that he is a God and child. Please watch over him, pray for him, guide his mind, guide his thoughts, and allow you, God, to see through him. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Keep your head
I
up,
really,
Jordan.
you do it a lot better than me, so that's why I wanted you to do it, so I can like maybe understand how to do it more properly.
Oh yeah, I mean you speak your mind. You ask for guidance. That's all we have in this life is guidance. No, we're never going to be perfect. We're never going to be what God is, but He will always guide us. And there will always be light at the end of the day. But you can't let the devil tempt you. You can't let the devil control your mind, control your thoughts, and get you down.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just I had a really bad experience when I was younger, and it just still haunts me to this day, and I just can't ever forget about it.
But you always have to pray too.
I know. I try every day. I think about that moment. It pops up the same images. Like,
And maybe there needs to be more therapy for you. Maybe you do need to talk to somebody.
I know. I just don't like talking about my feelings.
Well, we have them every day, every second. You need to open up. You don't want to be triggered to explode.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have the outlet of watching the videos, talking to it's okay to talk to yourself. I talk to myself. It's okay to find an outlet every day to express what you think, what your feelings are.
Mm-hmm.
But don't.
I feel like I need to get this off my chest a little bit on what happened though.
Well, what happened?
So when I was 9 years old, I went to my uncle's house, and he made me, he touched me a lot, like when I was very young, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He just touched me, and
Does anyone
it just
know?
haunts me to this day. It just haunts me to this day. I'm sorry.
Does anyone know?
No.
Does authorities know?
No, they don't. You're the only person I've ever told.
2025, I'm the only one. You did not tell your mom? Your dad?
No, I was scared. I was scared he was going to come eat. No, I was scared.
9 years old. We'll be praying for you, Jordan.
Alright, let me get it together.
You keep your head up, okay? But I would think you would be going to authorities if this was a real case and happened. Why let a man walk free?
I just don't know. I just don't know what to do.
Is your uncle still around?
That's what I mean. There's no consequences.
Right, but you also didn't speak up. So there's some questions there if you didn't speak up.
I know, Lexi. Where are you from, by the way, Lexi?
I'm in Texas.
Texas.
And I don't think I would be letting anybody touch me and walk away free.
Yeah. It's like Diddy. He's legit Diddy.
Yeah, but Diddy's also being prosecuted. People are now speaking up, regardless of money or anything.
He spoke up a lot later than when it happened, though. It's the same thing.
And it's probably time now. Don't you
You think I should call them right now? The
You
police?
should. You should. Why would you wait?
I'm gonna call them.
And also tell your
Yeah.
parents too.
I'm gonna call the police right now just for you. I'm really nervous to do this, though.
I don't know why, if it's true.
I'm calling them.
Hi, this is 911 emergency. How can I help you today?
I'd just like to report a crime that happened a long time ago when I was younger. With my
Okay,
uncle.
ma'am. Well, this sounds like a situation where we need to transfer you to the kids' police station. Can you hold on for just a moment?
Sure, but I'm not a kid though. Oh.
Hello, ma'am. This is the kids' police station. What is the problem?
Well, I'm just reporting a crime that happened a long time ago about my uncle. And,
Okay, ma'am. Can I have the name and age, please?
Did he?
Is he still crying, ma'am?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit upset.
Is he still doing naughty stuff?
Excuse me?
Ma'am, if he didn't stop, I will send an officer to him.
No, he didn't. He didn't even stop.
He didn't stop, ma'am. Arm him?
Do you hear this?
Okay, I'm afraid that I'll have to send an officer to him.
He's dead.
If he didn't stop crying, we will send him to the military camp or children prison.
What? No, I'm hanging up. What the heck? I've never called the police before, and that is not the experience I was hoping for. Do you think I should just go down there, like, in person?
Yeah. Instead of playing an audio recording, yeah.
What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Lexi,
Drew,
are you okay?
are you? Obviously,
Yeah.
that was fake.
Fake?
Yeah, they said ma'am 3 times if in your
I know.
in your
I don't know why they said ma'am.
yeah, it's pretty fake.
Do you think I can get your Snapchat so we can talk more?
I don't have that.
Do you have Instagram?
No,
Do you have any social media?
I just have
Or your
this.
Do you have your therapy business so I can maybe call sometime?
You can add me on here, and I'll send you a message later.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, keep your head up, Drew. I gotta get to more angels.
Thank you, Lexi. I love you. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Biggie.
Hey Lexi, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm good. It's something just got in my eye. I don't know what's going on.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Should marriage exist?
Should marriage exist?
Should that be a thing?
I feel like, yeah.
Why?
What? Because I feel like if there's two people that love each other, you know, and the woman loves the man enough to take his name, I feel like she should be allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have that tied to someone like, hey, me and this person are like together.
Mm-hmm.
Not just boyfriend and girlfriend. We're man and wife.
Do you believe in polygamy?
Polygamy.
Should that exist?
I feel like, should it? Yeah, why not?
So, if polygamy should exist and marriage should exist, why is that?
Both can exist at the same time. You don't have to, they're just like there's different genders, I guess, or sexual orientations. There should be different types of relationships, like a polygamorous, or you just with one person. I feel like it just depends on the people.
So,
And what this,
so are you free spirited?
yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So not like biblically speaking, not like by the book. You're not by the book.
I would say I'm not. No.
And how did you get to that? Like, was that growing up? Was that around your environment, your parents, family?
I guess how I grew, like people I grew up around. Like, I have an older cousin. He's 5 years older than me, and we used to live together. It was just me and him, like at the downstairs portion of the house, and then my grandfather upstairs. And I just remember going to school, and he would always have like, so not a random female, but like different girls coming to the house in and out, in and out, you know. So I guess being around that influenced how I went about relationships.
So would you want multiple wives?
I feel like
Or just
I
one?
wouldn't want multiple wives. If it was a situation where I wanted to be with more than one person, I wouldn't get married. You know?
So when you have children, will you teach them more? What would you teach them? More free spirit? Just do as you please.
I would teach them, do what you feel like is right. I would try to teach them right, and they ultimately have the choice to do whatever they feel like is right.
But you would be okay with like a gay son, a gay daughter, a trans daughter, trans son, bisexual son.
I don't know about having a gay son or like trans or something. I'm Jamaican, so I wouldn't like to have a gay son, but if my son turned out gay, what can I do? Can't do nothing.
Well, it's all what you teach the children. Like you said, it's what you learn from. So if he's seeing his dad not being gay,
I did say I would try to teach them the right thing.
okay.
And then it's up to them. But I would feel like I wouldn't want my child to be homosexual or transsexual.
Would you despise them? Would you disown them?
I wouldn't disown them. No, I wouldn't do that. Because I feel like that'll make people want to like hurt themselves and stuff like that. You know, you never know what your action can cause. Yeah. What reaction your action can cause.
Interesting. You said you're from Jamaica, like born and raised?
Born and raised.
So what is like the marriage, relationship, polygamy out there? What does it seem in Jamaica?
Well, I don't know that many people that are married. I know a lot of people that I don't know a lot of people that are openly polygamous.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of
I know
hidden.
people that, I know people that are like, they have multiple partners, but people cheat. I know people that cheat on their partners.
Wow.
But I know some married couples, and the atmosphere in Jamaica is just, it's kind of more or less the same like in America.
Laid back, do as you please.
Yeah.
No harm, no
There's
foul.
There's a lot of polygamy in Jamaica.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was good talking to you, Biggie. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Yes.
You have really nice eyes, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, K2.
What you guys like?
Nothing much. How are you?
What are you doing?
I have a question for you.
What up?
Should marriage exist?
Should what?
Should marriage exist?
Marriage. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to get married one day?
Hopefully, shit. If I don't get married, I'm finna have 2 wives. Well, I guess they wouldn't be wives. 2 girlfriends, shit. Wait.
You wouldn't marry them?
I mean, if it didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to marry.
Mm.
Like
Do
shit. Like
you
shit.
think marriage is being promoted?
Marriage is being promoted. Not in this generation. Definitely not.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like they just be hoeing around and shit.
Or is it all about the money?
Oh yeah, for the girls at least.
Men too.
I mean, but it's more like the men get the money and then the girls want the money.
But men can get the money and then have multiple.
I don't know. Girls should be throwing at themselves at niggas who got money for it. So like, why not have multiple? Sometimes they don't even care if the nigga got multiple, as long as he giving them money.
Mm. Do you think that's wrong or okay?
That shit definitely wrong, but like, they making it seem okay now.
Are they throwing themselves at you?
At me? Sometimes I don't really. It's mostly like,
Or don't you have the money?
don't I have the money? Hell nah.
Oh, you're still trying to get it.
Yeah, I got some, but not enough yet. Not enough. Won't lie.
I got you.
What you got?
All right, K2. I hope you have a great day.
You too.